Hello YouTube. I wanted to do a video on a review on this. What's it called? A Dynaflex 230. It's a caulking, and it says it's a 100% weatherproof, window, door, and trim seal, superior flexibility, and crack protection. Seals joints up to 1 inch, and I'll show you 1 inch wide. It's paintable and water cleanup. You can use water cleanup, and you can use it for interior, exterior. And it's ideal for composite wood and PVC trim board. Saw one of our contractor using this, and so I started using it, and I really like the way it works. So here's an example. Here's trim board, and this is probably like that particle board or whatever they called it. Composite wood, yeah. And so here's where it really shines. And here in this case, it looks like they painted over the top of the caulking, but it fills it in nice, and gives it a nice look to transition to your trim board there. I'll show you another spot. I don't believe this got painted over. It's probably a little dirty, but there you can kind of see it, and the reason why it stands out a little bit there is it's mostly dirt on it, dust, and the wall is a slight gray, and the trim board is basically a base white. But I'll show you some other shots and you can get a better example. It just needs dust in there, but again, it does a nice transition. Now here's an opposed to here's what trim board looks like if you haven't caulked it. You get gaps in there and it just doesn't look as good. And then here I'll show you a project I'm working on. Be right back. Okay, here we are in a bathroom I'm remodeling, and this, you can see the what I'm showing you here. Let me back up so I can see my figure. Is the corner here, which here's a pretty good example. Now this is a base white. Here's some noise. That's this guy checking me out. Base white, and when you get paint, it starts pretty much as at least that's the way HomeDepot makes it. Starts at a base white, and then we usually add color to it. So if you just get, I like base white for my bathroom. So anyhow, so this gives you a pretty good idea of the color. Again, this is a composite type wood trim, so the color looks a little different, but it's a really good base white caulking. And here I've done it, and I ran out and had to go get some more. And here's a good example of what it used to look like. It had a seam there. You wouldn't notice it until actually start cleaning it up. So it really gives a nice look to caulk any seams that you have, and a really good, I think it looks a lot better than having a crack-looking gap there. Just from the nature of the way the wood meets up against the wall and stuff. So what I'm going to do here is finish caulking this out, and then the whole thing will look like that. But and this is when they talk about the gap. That's not a huge gap, but supposedly up to 1 inch, which is about the size of my thumb. This gap could be up to 1 inch, and this caulking would make that gap fill for you, which is pretty impressive. And hopefully you don't have that big of a gap in there. Usually here, that's about as big as a gap you're gonna have on like a baseboard. Like there's some baseboard there, and on there that hasn't been painted against dusty. Oops, sorry about the focus. Dusty. Actually, I don't think that one's been. I can't tell if it's been filled or not. Just happen to see some there. But again, that's where you like to use that. You can use it also. This is a really bad job. I was trying to figure out how to tape this. Like over here, it looks a little bit better there. This one I kind of knew what I was doing there. That's got the caulking in there, so it's a really nice transition, and it gives you a nice water seal there. You want to make sure it dries, because it is sort of a water. It's kind of like water paint in that while it's wet, water will wash it away, so it's easy to clean up. But once it dries, it becomes waterproof. And they say you can use this stuff on the outside. That's pretty much the only place I used it. Seems like there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. It's semi-flexible. But that's about it. Anyways, I really enjoy it, and I think I give this product a good thumbs up, and I highly recommend this. And I'll put a name of it. It's a DAP. Stuff's not even that expensive. I can't remember how much it was a tube, but this Dynaflex 230. So I'm pretty happy with this so far. Now I haven't used it for a long time. You know, I just started using it. So I'll see how it goes. If it falls apart in 3 months, I'll make another video and let you know. But the contractors like this stuff, and they don't want to come back in 6 months and have all the sealing, the caulk sealing coming off, and so I'm pretty confident they're choosing a nice product. Anyways, so if you're looking for a waterproof fill, and again, it works really good for seams all around the house. And I haven't used it exterior, but I don't know if I would really use something like this on exterior house, but it does say you can do it. I think I'd use a different product. But that being said, I give it a thumbs up, and hopefully if you find this video helpful, maybe give me a thumbs up, and if you subscribe, you'll see more videos as they come out. I want to thank you for watching. Thank you.